Welcome back, everyone. Going into the third hour here of week 33 of roleplay Swan Song. Adam, what's going on?
So the value of the cargo, obviously it'll depend on the system and how well you haggle. You figure you can pull like minimum 10,000 credits on the open market for this stuff.
Okay.
Maybe better if you can spin a good deal or you find a system that really needs it. And there's a ton more of it. Like you filled the cargo capacity, and the Consonance was designed to carry 10 times that cargo. So. You filled the Swan Song up though, so you've got some extra cash waiting for you there if you can sell it.
Great.
Yeah. So you know now the last place that this this ship was SR 389. Was it Pitcairn?
All right.
All right. So what now?
Blow it up. Send it into the sun.
Yep.
Do these ships have some sort of autopilot on it?
Generally, yes, but you can't autopilot through like a spike jump. You'd need a person to.
But can you autopilot into a self-destruct?
Yeah, I mean, you could just crash it into drive into the asteroid field, and eventually the asteroids would just bang it up.
Oh. Would there be any reason to, like Geoff was talking about trying to salvage something like this? Is there anything we can pull from this? Like if we run a quick diagnostics just at the ships.
Is its life support system better than ours? Any of its systems at all better than ours that we can just check out?
Higgs, make a luck check.
Okay. Let me pull up my character sheet. Luck save. That is a success.
Yes. It is. Okay. Let me take a look at this Swan Song.
And that was when Adam knew he fucked up.
I would make you roll if there wasn't something to give you. Yeah, I think that if you... So the cargo containers are plated to be like damage resistant. I think that if you take the time to hang out and somebody can make a successful roll, you could boost the Swan Song's hit points with like some... jury-rigged armor plating, if you want to.
I know the sort of person who would be interested in that sort of thing.
I definitely know a person who... So it would be a tech astronautic check.
I think I've got that.
If you don't, I do. I've got a 4 in it.
I've got a 1.
All the skills you have, Geoff has more of.
Like, we're talking about, like, peeling plates off of this ship and putting them on the Swan Song.
Yeah. Like, taking the empty cargo hold thing and, retrofitting it into armor plating for the Swan Song. Yeah.
Do we want to do that now?
That's why I'm asking. Just like, how long is this going to take, Alfarius? I mean, this seems like a great plan, but kind of on a time schedule.
It will take time, yeah. Like, several days.
Yeah.
Were we given a due date for?
Nope. No. It's been out here for 2 months, and they're like finally like, okay, they're not answering our calls. Higgs, can you go out there and check on it? We'll pay you.
Okay.
Perhaps we leave the ship here, and if we complete our mission in a timely fashion, we can come back to it.
Did that space station have any weaponry? I'm speaking about ship combat weaponry.
Which space station are you talking about?
I believe he's referring to the one we
investigate.
have not investigated yet.
Oh, well, I mean, unless the eye can see what I can't, I don't know. We haven't been over there yet.
Piani, do you know anything about the schematics of the space station we're to investigate?
What about it?
Does it have ship combat weaponry? Is there a risk to us from the space station?
I guess the space station. No, I pulled up the schematic of the...
No, I know, but surely we can get schematics from Richardson Scientific, or maybe we have some, or who knows?
You definitely don't have any.
Yeah,
we could ping the space station and see if we get a result back.
Can we just get like a unofficial handshake from the DM? You think that we will be in no danger?
Yeah, just like wink once for yes, Adam, and
I
twice
promise.
for no.
I promise nothing.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah, all right. So do we want to risk it? Like, can I make some sort of evaluation check to see how long it would take to retrofit this armor plating onto the Swan Song?
Yeah, make an astronautics check with intelligence.
Boop. Intelligence. Blue. Oh, God. This is going to take me 30 days, Captain. 30 days or 3 hours?
Great.
It'll take, well, it's not so much that you get, I'm just going to use this as the, how long, like you formulate a plan. Like, it's not like you would look at it and not know. It's just that you looked at it and came up with an inefficient plan.
Yeah.
So you figure it'll take you, like, maybe a week of work at the most.
If you want it done right, then really we have to take a week. There's no other option.
I think perhaps we don't scuttle the ship and sell the information on where it is. Could be valuable to somebody else to own a ship.
That's a good point.
That's definitely, yeah, like on the right market, that's definitely valuable information. Like, hey, we saw this wreck. We didn't have time or the energy or like whatever, but finder's fee will tell you where it is. Yeah.
Us cyborgs have all kinds of great ideas.
Well, I mean, you don't have a heart, so at least you got some ideas, right?
I do have a heart.
I just thought, oh yeah, okay, all right. So what's the next step? What do you guys want to do? We got a bunch of water.
I think we sell the information as where the ship is and just move on with the mission.
I'm cool with that. I mean, money's money. That's an easy sell. I think we're good with that.
Okay, so I think, are we back on the ship now? Did we just fast forward to that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, then I'm just, like, texting to Pi to, you know, make a note of these coordinates type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, they're logged in the ship's computer.
Excellent. And then I say, Captain, would you like me to bring us to the space station?
Yeah, I think that's I think that's a good next stop. Let's go ahead and do that.
Okay. I just hit the warp drive and we just fly into it then, I guess.
Straight through. Wow.
It just goes swish. End of Swan Song.
Okay, so you head that way. And partway along the trip, Piani, you get the energy signature for the station. Now it's not broadcasting a specific like space station indicator. Like it doesn't say like who it belongs to or give you the name or anything. All it's broadcasting is its energy signature, which means it's on. There's energy coming from the station, and a more general like. Just signature that it's composed of different shit than the meteors around it. But you know it's there, so you know what to look for, and then you get these signals, and you can direct Alpharius. You can send the information to Alpharius' terminal, and pretty quickly it starts. You can see where you're headed in the visual, and you can see the meteor that we saw before in the flashback, and it's it's got like various buildings kind of attached all around it. It's the biggest meteor in the area that you've seen. And there's like the big long comms tower that's like blinking and whatever as you get within visual range of it.
At that point, is that when I could just make like my common set of scans and we could try to hail?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Alpharius, I'm gonna scan the ship if you want to give it a hail.
I will do that. Beat a bop, bada boop.
Okay.
And I do a couple of them since it has replied.
And I'm gonna roll.
Make your computer roll.
What?
All right, it's just gone, man. You can't even see it now.
What are those?
So there's interference, and not just like bullshit sci-fi interference. Not like you don't know there's interference.
Yeah.
The asteroid, there's some kind of like high energy like field, either around or in the vicinity of the asteroid that's like really fucking up your sensors. And like maybe when you notice it, you look over at Alpharius, and Alpharius, you can see like the screen like wobbling and like flickering. And then Eric, I need you to make a mental effect save for me.
Okay. I've got a fancy button I can click.
Boom.
Fancy son of a bitch.
Nice.
Just have to roll those dice. Look at that.
I like how it says success before the 17's even rolled. It's
Yeah.
like this is all planned and rigged.
It's like Ryan is writing scripts
One
for
might
us.
even say scripted is the word I was looking for before that, but it said planned and rigged in the script.
There you go.
So Eric, you feel a sudden like intense like pressure in your head, and maybe Higgs, you notice Eric is like gripping the terminal in front of him hard enough that you can hear like in the silence of
Creaking?
you can hear the plastic casing like creak, and you can
Yeah.
see like sweat beading on his forehead.
Okay, I go over and...
Do we
Well, what
do we
did...
get a respond to the hails and it's just screams? Just
No.
damn.
It's not Event Horizon.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Eric's just... Sorry to repaint this. He's just gripping the thing, and I have no idea why he's doing this.
Yeah, sweat beading on my forehead.
Okay, I go up and put my arm on his... And if I can, I look you directly in the eye. Do you look me back?
Yeah, maybe like I'm like kind of staring blankly, and then I lock eyes with you.
Okay.
I say, "Hello, Mr. Higgins."
Look, man, just chill. If you want me to talk to Piani for you, I can. I got the good word.
I tap you on the shoulder. I say, "Thanks, Mr. Higgins. It'll be okay."
No problem. Don't fucking destroy my ship, all right?
I say, "Oh," and I let go of the seat.
Okay.
I think when that happens, you get a response to your hail. It's not audio, it's not video. It's just a message that pops up in text that just says, "Sorry, having problems with the comms system. Come on in." And then there's a like a landing instructions to direct you to where the asteroid's like
Okay.
landing pad is.
I immediately say, Captain Higgins, we have contact. It's text-based. They want us to land.
Well, good. That's easy. I hate talking to people. Let's mosey on in.
We read 0 life readings on the space station.
It was no, that
the
was on the
ship?
ship. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't get
Yeah.
a read on the
You
station.
know what? I stand by it. I say it anyways. I'm kidding.
Well, it's true technically.
kidding.
You didn't get any life readings, so.
Yeah. No, he doesn't say that.
Okay. Yeah, I have no reason to fear, so I'm just going to...
Okay. All right. So we see from outside the ship in the silence of space, we see the Swan Song come flying down, and there's a metal pad on top of the asteroid that like, slides open. You come down and float down into it, and it closes over top of you. The landing lights come on underneath the Swan Song, and suddenly it's loud, right? It's because we're inside and there's an atmosphere, so we can hear the roar of the landing engines as they lower you onto the deck of this, like, more or less empty, like, cargo room. There's a couple of, like, power loaders off to one side that are powered down. There's some crates around, like metal crates, but they're not really equipped to like have a lot of in and out traffic, right? So you're kind of taking up the area here. So you land, and yeah, now you're on the ship. Now, Piani, I need you to make a mental effect save, please.
All right. Let's see if I can get this 12 again. I don't have a fancy button yet.
Yeah, soon. We'll
It's
upgrade.
okay, Piani. Someday.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Smooth.
So
You die
you start to feel that pressure too, and then it kind of like subsides, and like Eric, you both feel the like pressure kind of like subside a little bit at the same time, and you kind of like catch each other both having like a stress moment.
Yeah.
But Eric's too awkward to say anything, so
No, I guess I probably would just say like, did you feel that?
I felt something, but it went away.
So did mine. It's very strange. I have never felt anything like it. I wonder if there's something in my notes.
I feel
Yeah,
like
like-
I've felt this before.
I think I go to my data pad and start entering in a data query. Has there ever been any reference material describing a sense of pressure that suddenly alleviated? And then I put minus bathroom, minus farts, minus
All right, so you start to process, but there's not a lot of hope there.
Yep.
Is this like anything I've experienced before? Because I've been in some situations where I felt no.
Not that I can think of. No.
Okay.
The ship's external sensors read atmosphere. It's safe for you to leave the ship.
Okay.
Or
We
dock
docked in the station. We're
You're
not
in the
like
station.
airlocked.
You could walk out right now if you want to.
My understanding is that in a bigger ship like this, that Piana would be more useful than she would have been on the smaller ship that we were just on, right? Because it's like a space station.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just like, we're going to go ahead and need all hands on deck. We'll leave Pi here on the ship if we need anything.
Yep.
If that's okay with everyone. Just like
Yeah,
to be there.
I leave the captain seat. Just go grab my rifle and go to the
It looks
exit
like
point.
the atmosphere is breathable. We should probably not wear our exosuits for greater maneuverability, of course.
Well, I mean, I'm going to stay inside my ship and or inside my suit. You can do whatever you want.
Well, all right, Mr. Higgins.
I just don't want to be caught out there and, I don't know.
I come back, I leave. I come back. I've got my woven body armor on. I've got my 2 shotguns strapped across my back. Yeah. I say, okay, let's go. I've got, how many grenades do I have with me? Let's find out. Please hold.
Please.
I've got 6 grenades on me.
Okay.
Okay.
Piana, are you just going in normal?
Am I?
Yeah.
Do I need to be wearing an exosuit?
No.
No.
Yeah, I just go in
All right.
normal.
I think
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
the only one wearing my exosuit then.
And I've got a psi blade strapped to my wrist.
Is there any reason to feel like we would need them?
It's hard. You don't have a read on the whole station, but this room, there's pressure and atmosphere and gravity.
Oh well, fuck that. I'm gonna put my exosuit on.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
Do you have exosuit training? Just to prove at Eric's point that you may have trouble doing stuff.
Yep.
I do not have any training that says exosuit.
Okay.
Is this
Very-
actually a training thing?
Very
Yeah,
thorough
there's
answer.
a skill
Yes.
says.
Oh, I see.
Oh, there is?
Exosuit. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll for that shit?
No, it's just if you don't have the skill, you're
takes
penalized
longer.
at doing other stuff.
Okay.
You get
Oh.
penalties.
I don't do anything except
Oh,
move my mouth.
In
so
the
we're good.
exosuit.
You can't penalize me on a charisma roll because my exosuit. That's all I'm saying.
So charisma. Yeah, no, it's only on dexterity.
You can't penalize me with the charisma
Yeah.
roll because of my attitude.
Look, you're just as charismatic inside the suit as you are outside
That's
of it.
what my mom always told me.
Yeah.
So I've got a psi blade. Is that the same thing as a mind blade, Adam?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yep.
All right, I think we're good.
Okay.
But I don't think I can use it because I don't have telepathy. Damn.
Correct.
Okay, so it's just sitting on my workbench, half disassembled.
Okay. All right. So you emerged from the ship, and immediately see the huge Richardson logo over the main doors. That above it says "Welcome to Pitcairn," and then underneath says Research Station, Richardson Scientific Research Station, SR 389, and then some schmaltzy slogan "Creating Better Lives" or whatever. And there's a main door that leads out into the tunnels of the facility. The inside, as I said before, is of this cargo area of the docking bay is pretty empty, and there's lots of storage. and some item like power suits for moving storage. You don't see any like evidence of unusual stuff, right? There's no like scorch marks on the floor or like damage on the walls or anything.
Okay.
I'm just taking a point, just kind of walking out then.
Okay. All right. So you approach the doors, and they slide over, and they open up, and you can see there's a like a welcome terminal that like flickers and lights up, and it has a little like rotating 3D model of the asteroid, and you see an AI or a VI appear, like a little virtual assistant appear next to it at first, flicker a couple of times, and then go off. And there's like a faint high pitched noise of like a broken speaker or something, and then the noise turns off. But the meteor is still floating, or asteroid is still floating there.
Strange we should be told to land and then there's no one to greet us. Very strange.
And you said this station was called the Pitcairn?
Pitcairn, yeah, one word. Pitcairn. Pitcairn. It's the name of an island. It's a real place.
It might be a real place, Adam, but it's still bad.
Fair.
Island full of death.
Yeah, maybe. Death Island.
It's like
Welcome to
Skull
Death
Island.
Island.
It's a real
Don't
place.
worry,
Yeah.
it's just a name.
It's just a real place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. I guess when Alfarius makes that comment, strange that we were told to land and there's nobody here to greet us, I comment, it's possible it could have been an automated response.
I don't think they would set the automated response to, we're having trouble with our auditory abilities, please land.
Have you ever seen a horror movie?
He looked at him, says, I was just watching Poltergeist, or Paranormal Activities 235.
Is that any good? What do you think?
It's not as good as the 234.
That's
or
what I heard.
233.
That's what I heard.
It's picked
I
up
was
a
a
lot
big
since
fan of the
426,
220 run.
That's the part where Alfred is like, it's pretty good, but there's too many jump scares, and something leaps on him.
I just have my back to the very clearly closet door or whatever.
Great.
Yeah.
Are there any lights or anything that would look like that would be where?
Aside from the VI not being able to boot, everything else seems like operative. Like the lights are all on. The the map, the visitor's map is engaged. You can turn it and operate it and stuff.
I think we should all split up. Also, I'm going to go take a shower.
I start trying to read or understand the visitor's map and see if I ask Piana if she can mess with the VI at all.
Okay,
I could try.
Sure. So while you start to look at it, there's areas of the ship that you have access that anyone can access, and it's like public areas, habitation block, recreation, docking bay, and then there's a bunch of other areas where when you tap them on the hologram, they just turn red and blink, and they're like access denied.
Okay.
Can I do anything to get past it?
Yeah, I mean you can pop the terminal open and actually access that if you want to.
Okay. Let me do that.
Okay. Make a computers test.
Do I have a disadvantage because I'm in my exosuit?
No.
Okay.
No, not for this.
Okay. I had to double check.
Yeah, of course. I appreciate
Damn.
it. Nice. Okay. So you're getting in through the software first. So you start to bring up the diagnostic. You're maybe around back of the hologram projector, and it's it's just locked. There's a code necessarily, an access code or a key card or something you can use to access the rest of the terminal. But areas of the meteor asteroid base thing are you're just not allowed to go there as a casual visitor. So it's not so much about bypassing. You could bypass with that roll, no problem, the information about this terminal you could unlock and it would tell you about those places. But you would still need a different way to get in or out of those particular areas.
Can I now, having access, does that mean I can grab schematics so I could we could look at it?
Yeah, I
and
mean, if you have,
evaluate?
why don't you ask me questions about the station? And I
Yeah,
can
so
tell you
I
whether or
mean,
not-
like, I'd love to get schematics and any sort of logs that, in a similar fashion as the last ship, that might let us determine what's going on here.
Sure.
And
Okay.
then also, is there like a, security office? Maybe we could.
Definitely, yeah. So the other locations, there's the control deck, power and water, the computer core, the administration, security, and the greenhouse and reservoir. Those areas are the highest level of security. There's a mid-level security area that contains medical, emergency escape pods, and labs. You can't access those from with the credentials you have either, but they're not as high level as those other ones. So there is a security section that you can get to from here. There's this place is big, like it's like city sized. Overall, like it's clusters of areas, but they're spread out. And there's like a monorail that runs around it that you can take, but it's disabled right now. The VI, like system VI, is looks like it's damaged or disabled. And the computer core is pulling like way more power than you would expect. Like a bunch of the areas in the base are shut down just to divert power to the core.
The computer core or like the
Yeah.
ship's core?
Yeah, the processing core,
Like
the
in the
main
same way
computer
that we
parts.
did when there was, when
Make,
we had to.
make an intelligence check.
AI, not a VI.
Okay. I'm just at normal. So 0. 7.
There are patterns consistent with that kind of jury rigging. Like they're not designed for this, but yeah. You also look like you could re-enable the VI from here if you wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it kind of fritz out. Is there anything I can look at to try to, bring that back?
Yeah. It just looks like it's been manually disabled. Like someone went in and just turned off the auto on. Like it's in stasis.
Okay, I'll run those executables. Fire it back up.
Okay, so you reboot it. There's a bunch of clicking and then hissing, and then the map hologram fades out, and the hologram of a woman in a like a suit, a business suit, and she's like a little headset on. You can see through her. She appears and asks in a bunch of different languages in order. Please state the language you wish to communicate in, and then says it again in French and Spanish and Chinese and.
English.
I think you said English. Is that right?
I did.
So there's a second. She says processing. Thank you. Welcome to Pitcairn Station. And she kind of like turns and looks, and she goes from being like really like stolid to as soon as she's like processing, and then she kind of like blinks a couple times and then looks like more like she's a recording of a person. She says, I'm sorry, it looks like I was disabled when you first arrived. How can I help you?
Is there anyone else on this ship?
Space station.
Space station. Research station.
She says, Pitcairn Station currently has, checking, 46 inhabitants, plus yourselves.
And where are these inhabitants in relation to us?
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't tell you that.
Why can't you tell me that?
Well, it's outside of my capabilities. We don't monitor each and every one individually.
But there's definitely 46 breathing people on the space station.
That's correct. Full complement.
Why were you disabled?
Hold on. I'm sorry, I can't access that information. Something seems to be wrong.
What do you mean something seems to be wrong?
Hold on. Hold on. Diagnostics are down. I don't know why. I'm sorry. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Can you run your own diagnostics?
Hold on. No, not from here. I'm
Can
sorry.
I run your diagnostics?
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
I just kind of turn around and say, well, it seems like it's just a VI, but we're going to have to go deeper to find out what's going on here. Unless there's something you guys want to ask it.
Well, could we get what if we get Pi in here and they get some chords all mixed up and they talk to one another? If you know what I'm saying.
I don't feel comfortable bringing Pi on board unless we know what's going on. I maybe make mention of the CPU usage and how it's similar to when we first had Pi, and that there might be more to this than we realize. So I don't know if I want to do that, at least not yet. Can we at least investigate a bit more before we...
Well, I mean, what about you ran diagnostics? What about I mean, does this thing have who were you last speaking to? Miss AI, whatever. Do you have a name?
No, I don't. I'm sorry. Hold on. Hold on. The last person I was speaking to was the administrator.
Okay, and what's his name?
Administrator Administrator Rahman has been in charge of this facility for the past 17 months. The last time I spoke to them was... Hold on. Something's wrong.
Are they dead?
Information's missing.
Oh, goody.
I can't seem to recall the meeting. It was some time ago. I'm sorry. Is there something else I can help you with?
When was the last time you were accessed?
System activation last time... Hold on. I'm sorry, I don't have that information. Some of my memory has been altered.
Can you tell me why the CPU cycles of the ship or the fucking research station are so high?
Hold on, accessing. It looks like the computer core is drawing a lot of energy. It could be a locked system process? I'm not sure. Would you like me to call tech support?
Yeah, do that.
Hold on. Tech support not available.
I figured as much. That's why I just had you do it anyways.
I'm sorry. Is there something else I can help you with?
How far is the core from our from our location right now?
Would you like directions?
I'm just asking how long it is from here, not directions.
By foot or by tram?
Is the tram working?
I'm sorry. The tram is unavailable.
Okay, well, by foot.
I'm sorry.
No, go back to the other question. How long then by the unworking tram?
Yeah,
If we sit in the tram, how long?
She says, on foot, the route would take 7.64 hours. That seems like a long walk. You should take the tram.
It's not working, Miss AI.
I guess we should start walking.
Yeah. Is there any
Yeah, I
way?
see.
Is there any way you could follow us through computers, or what if I? How does this work? Are you stuck here?
No. If you need to speak with me, I'll be available. And she gestures with one arm, and you can see a nearby down the hallway like a terminal like light up. Just activate the terminal and ask for me.
Okay. And that the terminals are all working. Every terminal's operational.
Hold on. Hold on.
No, it's not, is it?
I'm sorry.
I can't seem to access that information.
Several of my subsystems seem to be deactivated.
Okay.
Would you like me to call tech support?
No, they're not here. Remember? Or whatever. I'm not sure what.
Evidently, she doesn't.
Alferis kind of squints his eyes and says, "Quanini sati kazu gamza chini."
Can you translate that, Miss AI? I want to see if he's actually saying something to us.
What do you mean? What do you mean translate?
I just kind of like turned my head,
Why is everyone laughing?
and I'm waiting for the AI to try to translate.
Okay. I think, yeah, Swahili is a language. What did you say?
Why is the voice chat down?
Okay. Why is why is the voice shut down?
Voice chat shut down.
Oh. Like tech support, you mean?
No, I mean literally the message when we came in, so that there's no voice communication.
Oh, I see. Okay, so Higgs, you catch they have this conversation in Swahili basically, and then and then she switches back to English, and she says all the communications equipment on the station is functioning completely normally. Were you having a problem?
Yes, it doesn't matter. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and go to the core. You let us know if if anything shows up. Just make some beeping noises. We'll catch wind of you.
Captain, it's important that you know that means we were lied to. We were not only not greeted, but we were lied to. That, of course, means that this situation is very...
I just kind of
unstable.
I just kind of every time that happens from now on, I just stare at Alfarius like he's about to say something, and I just wait until one of us
He
breaks
stares
silence.
at you too for like 10 or 15 seconds, and eventually it's just like...
I know, that's why I want to do that. That's why I'm just gonna stare at him the entire time and make him the awkward one, not me.
He doesn't understand. He's just like... I mean, it's up to you to act on. I just give the information.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, luckily we brought a lot of guns, right? So if there's some that can... And we got this weird eye thing that Peony's got. I don't know. It's a new magic trick that she's doing. So we'll just go with that. And I've got my exosuit, so I can live forever. I'm invincible. So let's get a move on. I guess I just start walking down the way.
Okay, so as you start to leave, the VI says, excuse me, I need you to register. Security protocols are... Hold on. Security protocols deleted.
All
She
right,
kind of like
you have
flickers a little.
Were you just accessed right now?
Welcome to Pitcairn Station. Can I help you?
Don't listen to us for 5 minutes.
She just kind of like blinks.
Peony, can you hack this? I think someone's stopping this thing from saying or doing anything. I think someone just accessed it right now as we were leaving.
We're
gotta
not going to
break.
be able to do anything unless we can access the core to truly find out. And to do that, I think we have to go to security office and make sure we can even get through this ship research station.
You think we should just hit up security first, and then we'll go to the old CPU core?
I do.
I mean, I guess I see that we can, steal some guns if they have it. I'm okay with that. How far is the security station from here? I walk over to the map, start looking around.
Okay, sure. Security is pretty central. And it looks like from here, there's two... you can walk anywhere if you have enough time. There's two ways to get there. Normally, like on foot or by tram. Security also has its own separate tram system with smaller cars to run the station. It doesn't run on the same track, so if there's an emergency, they can get there faster no matter what else is going on.
Okay.
And you can see those, like there's like public line, security line.
Okay. Well, I think we just go towards security then.
Okay. All right.
That works for me.
So from here, you would need to go, I guess, through the habitation block. So where the people that live on the station live.
Oh, good.
Go through there, and then you can get to the security station or to A1. Do you just want to head off in that direction?
Yeah, that's where I start going.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yep. I would take point, I think.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, I guess Eric might take up the rear then. He's got, one shotgun, his combat shotgun in his hands, and then his other one still strapped to his back. But his telekinesis is ready to whip it out at any moment.
Ready to whip
The
it
words
out.
you use to describe this is so...
Yes, I don't know what to think.
I know exactly what to think.
I'm going to use my telekinetic slam.
All right.
Yeah.
So, so you're moving through the halls of the station, and they are Yeah, like everywhere else, it's all like well lit. The panels are lit up. It's all in good shape. Like there's no obvious like deterioration here. And you get into the habitation block that runs through, and basically it's just a two-tier, kind of like being on the outside of a hotel. There's a balcony above, and then on the ground, and there's every few meters there's a like a door with a 3-digit number on it. And so you start walking through that, and you get to you come around a corner, and you get to a block where there's a like a, it looks like not a golf cart, but like a little like squat, sort of like one of those airport tram things. And it's like up against a wall, and the wheel, one of the back wheels is just spinning, and you can hear it kind of like skidding on the floor. And it's just like run up against a wall, and it seems to be blocking, like partly blocking the hallway. You can climb over it, but it's blocking one of the doors.
Is there a driver in this thing?
Nah, it's like an automated.
Totally automated.
Yeah.
So how about that telekinetic slam? I'm just saying I could move this out of the way if we wanted.
Yes, please do. And when I move my hand is when I'd like you to do it, so that it looks like I'm doing it, and so that people are fearful of me.
Okay.
All right, here we go. 3, 2,
Slam.
1, and then I just like move my hand.
Shit! All right, so it grinds to the side, and then like hits the wall and like grinds along the wall because it's still going forward and just like and keeps going.
Yeah.
And
I
the
got
door
the name wrong. It's even better. It's telekinetic ram.
ram is way better.
Yeah, that was right. Yeah.
Okay.
And it like slides down the hallway a little bit and then jams up against a pillar, and its wheels keep spinning as it's like pushing on the wall. Yeah, the door that it was crammed up against is unblocked now. It's got a big dent in the middle of it. What do you want to do?
After you.
Yeah, Alfarius, please go on. Not go on,
Absolutely.
but I'm saying
Go on.
Go on and lead.
I understood. I enter in.
Okay. All right. So you come up to the door. Like I said, the door and the frame of the door have a big like dent from where this thing drove into it. And the number on it, it's room 237. And you walk up, and it like beeps, and a little red like locked light like flickers on.
After we hit it.
Yeah, like you walk up to it to open it, you press the button, and it boop, boop, and it like beeps.
But it doesn't open.
No, it's locked from the inside.
Perhaps you can telekinetic slam this as well.
Well, I certainly could, though it is quite mentally taxing. If there's no other way, I could probably give it a try.
I once knew a man that had like a thunder gun. It would be perfect for a situation like this.
I once knew a man had a thunder gun.
Yep. So the door's been slammed into by this truck. Is there any sort of gap that we could wedge like a piece of rebar into and prise it open?
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be able to get a piece of rebar from just like lying around because it's not a.
What are you talking about? It's a
waste
space
man.
station.
We come with a stock. By
But
the
if
way.
you
Hang
have
on.
a crowbar or
Let
something.
me look at my inventory here. I
Rebar.
have
Big ass piece of rebar for some reason.
a meta tool.
Okay.
Perhaps you could use your grenade.
Yeah, I also have a grenade that we could use to just try and blow it open. I don't know. I think I'd try to like use like maybe the meta tool has some sort of like plasteel attachment that you can use for levering or something like that.
Wrist-mounted housing containing a myriad of small, useful tools. Too
Okay.
limited for major jobs, but manage jury-rigged affairs. And yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah, you could like
It's got some sort of
there's like
flip
a
out
saw blade or something. Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, all right. So yeah, I just try to find some leverage and start cranking that open a little bit.
Okay. So cranking on it, and it like pops a little bit, and the door slides out. The little panel starts to like blink red, like the door is damaged.
Yeah.
And then if somebody else helps you and you grab it, you can probably pull it open.
Yeah, I'd say Alfarius.
Yeah, I put the rifle on my strap or on my shoulder, and I just go to help him.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Pull
Can
the
both
doors
of you roll a luck check for me?
Luck.
Look it up.
Oh, I aced that one.
Boom. Success. Success.
18.
Okay, so neither of you get hit, but there's this sudden like ripping fabric sound of like a plasma weapon going off, and from outside, you two, Piani and Higgs, you see like a plasma bolt fly past the two of them, hit the wall, and then explode, and like little bits of like melted wall metal like splatter the ceiling and floor, and then you hear someone inside. In the room that you just like pull the door open, you hear like boots hitting the deck, and then like scuffling inside.
I do a barrel roll into the room, come up with the
Nice.
rifle.
Okay, all right. So you like jump into the room. All right.
Yeah.
So somebody has shot at you and then pulled themselves up into the like air duct above, and are trying to like you can hear them like crawling down this duct away.
How big is it like an adult-sized duct? Or?
Yeah. It's like a air duct.
I get it. I get
It
it.
could be children ones.
I know. If
Could
it's
be.
aliens, but I don't. This is not aliens.
They mostly come out at night. Mostly.
She's the worst. Newt the worst. No, it's adult sized.
I guess I note that, like, looking down the barrel of my gun, and I kind of move towards it to clear it, but as I'm doing it, I'm checking each corner and making sure there's nobody else in the room, I guess.
Okay, so the apartment really is small. It's maybe like 500 square feet. It's all one room, and then there's a little area that's a combination like shower and toilet. And then there's a little like cooking station and a bed like that folds up into the wall. It's folded down now, and it's got like a boot print on it from where the person used it to kick off into the duct. There's a couple of was it like a locker or a couple of lockers next to each other, and otherwise the room like you could pick through it, but it's pretty.
Okay. I call back to the group and I say clear, and I say like it would seem there are hostile combatants here. And as I say that, I'm going to check the locker and kind of peruse the bed, maybe flip up the mattress if there is such a thing or anything like that.
Okay. The locker contains like a lab coat, and then a couple of like dress shirts, like hanging up, and then maybe like a suit, like a nice looking gray suit.
Okay.
The foot locker has like underwear and socks, socks, underwear, bras, a couple of pairs of jeans, some like dress pants, 2 or 3 different kinds of like different pairs of shoes.
But bra, so female attire for the most part.
Yeah, that would match the person. Yeah.
Okay.
That owns this room. And there's an employee badge still clipped to the lab coat.
I take it off and I look at it, but I'm also going to keep
Okay.
it.
Sure. It's got it's got a picture on it of a woman in her 50s. She looks like she's maybe Oninsen. On it just says let's see, Dr. Santoro written on the name tag, and there's a little like magnetic swipe.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm holding on to it. I think I can use it later, perhaps.
Okay. All right.
And then after I've perused that, I guess, and the people are filing in, I just kind of... Or maybe they're not filing, maybe they're looking at whatever, but I'm keeping the gun trained on the duck.
Okay.
The duck?
The adult-sized duct.
The adult-sized duck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They call that the ADC where I'm from.
Yeah, you really don't want to run into a pack of hostile ADCs.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
Yep.
Go ahead and fill in the gaps here, guys.
Yeah, what else
What are you doing?
What else do we see when we go in?
That's it. It's like a little apartment. There's like a dead fern sitting on the like next to the sink.
Can we roll?
And there's a computer terminal.
I mean, how dead is this? Like, does it look?
If-
Is it just dirt?
It's been dead for a while. Yeah,
Okay.
it's all dry.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Wheat?
I mean, I'll go try to access the terminal.
Adam, I actually have a 3 at botany, so can we just do something?
Yeah, you want to get botanized? Okay.
Is there actually a bonding one?
No.
No.
God,
Science.
you people.
I don't know, man. There's an artist one. When the fuck would we use artist?
Paint a sweet painting.
I mean, I got some points. Higgs is
In
gonna
order to
become
give
an
you
artist.
this bounty, you must first draw a picture of my wife. Who does it? I've been waiting forever.
Okay, I mean, there's only one entrance into this room, right? So it's
Yeah,
where we came
it's
in?
just a little apartment
And then I guess the ducts where they ran out. Okay.
in the duct. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm just like walking around the room, just looking at small little trinkets, or if there's anything like that, any books or anything titled. That would be
There's
interesting.
like a data pad sitting on the bed.
Oh, okay. Well, I picked that up and fling it over to Piani.
Okay.
So, I mean, I guess the terminal. Can I do anything at the terminal first?
Yeah, you can boot it up.
Okay, let me boot it up and see what this terminal does.
Okay. It boots, but then it doesn't get into the OS. It stops on a network check. Like it's like checking for updates, and then it stops. The progress bar stops, and it's replaced by a screen that has the Richardson logo, and it says like Richardson Information Technology. And then underneath it says all computer terminal access suspended temporarily. Please try again.
And there's like, so basically this terminal is locked out as well.
The computer terminal, like it tried to boot, tried to pull like it checked like a firmware update or whatever from the main hub, and then got this message to shut off, and then stayed in standby mode basically.
Okay.
Now, I feel like if we had time, perhaps someone with a computer skill could break through that forced lockout. But maybe we just want to take this access card and see what other doors we can get through with it.
I think so. Let me check the data pad. It's like fire up the data pad.
Okay.
See if there's anything.
So it doesn't access the main computer core. It's not part of the network. It's just a personal data pad. It's a log and like basically like Spacebook access terminal for Avelina Santoro. That's whose name is on the login. It's like, welcome back, Avelina, and like this little like logo that displays. And then yeah, it just has like mail and browse and like just all the kind of apps you would have on a tablet, basically.
Okay. Can I
There's
go
Plants
through her
vs.
mail?
Zombies on there by chance?
Plants vs. Zombies, but it's like 382, which is like a terrible Plants vs. Zombies.
They actually
Yeah.
were.
Actually, around 161, they changed it to Zombies versus Plants, and
Just to
ever
mix it up,
since,
yeah.
the whole franchise has just been shit. But
2 plants, 2 zombies. Zombies 5.
we could probably keep going, but maybe while we do that, I'll like just sort of go through mail and see if I can't find anything.
Okay. So she has a lot of mail back home. So she's from she's from Oninsa. A lot of worried mail with like she has family there, and you get the impression that she's just concerned about the like political situation on Oninsa. You catch some references to like, I think we're doing good work out here, but she's been reprimanded several times by a Dr. Stellan Friedrich, who you get the impression is her boss, who's like, you can't talk about this shit with your family. Like, I don't care if they're not scientists. Like, you signed an NDA. You can't talk about this. Like, don't make me take away your email rights again. And then a couple of follow-ups where she's mailing a friend of hers, a woman named Ann Patil, and she's like, man, Friedrich is a fuckface. I hate this guy. Why do we have to work with him? And they commiserate a little bit there. 2 months ago is the last email that she sent, and it just says, she's like, I'm not really supposed to be talking about this. She's mailing again somebody back home. We're not really supposed to be talking about this, but I'm really proud. Like we're about to reach a breakthrough. But but I'm sure Dr. Friedrich is gonna like take credit again. She's like complaining, but she never gets it. She doesn't get an email back. There's no response after that.
Okay. I relay information, says not much. Apparently her boss, Dr. Stellan something.
Friedrich.
Yeah. Okay. I just inform everyone of that.
Okay.
I guess keep going.
So
Yeah,
like
It doesn't seem
this
like
this
something else.
this duck that's sitting in the corner quacking quietly to itself. It is not large enough for any of us to crawl through.
Yeah. It's like I said to Alfarius, it's an adult human.
It's an adult-sized duck.
You could pull yourself up into the duct and like look around.
How long does this duct run in the room? Into the wall?
You can look into it if you stand on the bed. You can see the bed has been pulled out like as far as it'll go. Maybe it's like actually loosened from the wall so that it's like directly under the duct. And then there's this like footprint on the bed, and if you stand there, you can like look around in the duct. It runs like you don't. Do you have a flashlight or something? Because it's dark.
I mean, we've
out
got
there.
phones.
Yeah.
They take
I've
that
got a
feature out.
multi-tool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got. Do we need light? Because if someone
yeah.
says something, I just.
yeah. Alfarius, yeah. It is a little bit dark.
Yeah.
Can we get the strobes
My
going?
beard, focuses and puts light in the spot.
Okay.
Beard
Yeah,
more
I mean, it seems to run. It seems to run alongside all of the rooms on this block, right? Like if you live in any of these apartments, this accesses all of those on this floor.
Eric,
Well,
you wanna get in there, Eric?
And just like blast open some of these accesses.
I mean, something else is in there. It's got to go somewhere.
are we gonna be able to navigate through there?
I mean, like Eric is kind of like the biggest guy in the group right now.
Yeah, Piani would have the
I
easiest
feel
path.
like he would be a little reticent to go first.
Well, Eric, I'm in an exosuit, so that's not gonna fit.
I can do it.
Alfarius is very moderately sized.
Yeah, I go.
So he just
'Kay.
jumps up there, starts crawling in this.
Okay.
Yeah,
duct.
I probably sling my rifle and take out my pistol, by the way, from my
Alright.
chest.
Okay, so you have your pistol in one hand and you're like crawling through the duct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
which
try
way-
to-
yeah, crawl.
We try to
There's
follow
two-
him like through the.
There's
the
two
rooms.
options. You didn't see which way she went. Just make a. You don't even have to pick a direction. Just make a luck check, and if you get it, you're going in the right direction.
I got it.
Yeah. Good. Okay. So
So you're happy about it?
so you're crawling through the duct, and yeah, you can see like along the side as you crawl. There's like areas of the duct that drop down, and there's like cool air passing through this duct. Like the ventilation systems are still on. And you get to an area where there's a duct that's hanging open. It's like swinging. So she probably crawled down through there.
Okay, so I go up to it and just drop down here.
Okay.
Is this in it? This is in a complete other room from
It's
us.
in another apartment, yeah. Okay, so you drop down, and somebody, like, you hear like a man's voice as somebody like jams a gun in your back, basically, and he's like, "Hold on, don't fucking move," and you like feel their like arm come around your like the front of you to like grab you.
Oh,
Drop the gun.
Adam,
drop
I
it.
move.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I move real good. Well, he made a mistake by putting it in the back of my head. I think I'd fucking, spin over and attempt to shoot him in the dick, probably.
Okay, sure.
Shit,
All right.
Dick.
Make an initiative roll.
Sure. It's been a while, so that's D8 plus your dexterity, right?
Yeah, D8, and then if you have a dexterity bonus.
How does a 9
at
sound?
Oh, I got a 1. All right, so you do get to shoot first. You just turn around.
Oh, snap.
So you turn, and you have your pistol in your hand. You, like, knock his pistol out of the way. He fires, and it shoots into the wall. Just, and it's, like, blows a hole in the wall. And then he looks panicked, like he didn't kill you. And you have your gun pointed at his stomach, so you can just pull the trigger.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Go on.
He's wearing like a jumpsuit, like a very like kind of dirty orange jumpsuit that's been pulled down to the waist and tied off. And he has a white, well, it used to be white, it's probably like gray now, like a t-shirt over top of that. He's got very scraggly, like it's too long to be stubble, and cut poorly, like a beard. It's black, and his hair is like quite long and kind of greasy, but he's got it pulled back in like a ponytail. He looks to be about like in his late 30s. But all of that, you process all of that as you turn around and then fire your gun into his gut.
Yeah.
So you don't have to roll to hit, I don't think. Like you're just right
blank.
there. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
It's not a
damage.
fight exactly. It was just who got to shoot first. So yeah, just roll your damage.
8
Okay. All right. So you blast him. What kind of gun do you have?
mag pistol.
Okay. All right. So it's just like you rail the projectile into his stomach and out the back of him. There's a bright red splash on the mirror behind him, and he like staggers back, holding the like relatively small entry wound, and then he hits the back wall and like slides down and like drops to the floor.
Okay, as he does, then I approach him and I disarm him. Like I'm sure he's dead, but I take the pistol and kick it away.
He's dying. Yeah. He's just like,
Oh, dying. Then I kick the pistol away from him. Yeah.
okay. All right. The pistol clatters to the side.
As I'm walking towards him too, I calm back to the group. Contact is all I say, and I say contact. He's been put down, and then I kind of squat in front of him, put the gun, literally on top of like his like below his chin, I guess, and just say, explain to me what's going on here.
Yeah, he's just like shaking his head like no, and like weakly trying to like push your arm out of the way.
I just repeat myself. I say, explain what's going on here. Where are the others?
He looks at you and like coughs hard and like his like blood spills into his beard and he's like, they're everywhere. Like bubbles.
What is everywhere?
And he like leans forward to kind of like grab at you, and like kind of pulls himself up to you and like he's like in your face. He's like, and he like his eyes roll back and he like falls back, and
Not finishing your sentences is extremely annoying.
and the other the outside. So I don't know what does everybody do? What do you do when he says like I've disabled him? Like does the rest of the crew do you run to where?
Yeah, I mean, I start
Versus-
running, but I'm in my exosuit, so it's kind of like a saunter, a jog.
Okay. All right. Your compad Piani starts to like blink. You're getting a message.
The compad that I picked up or my personal compad?
Your personal one starts to blink.
Okay, I grab it.
Okay. It just says so you grab it and I think that you see the message. It's a live video feed of a security camera right next to you. And it's just a text message that says, so good to see you again.
Says this to who?
It's Piani.
And so it's like a still image of this
It's a live image from the camera above you, and it just says, so good to see you again. And maybe let's go to break there because I know we're a little
God damn it.
All right, let's take our third and final break here.
Okay.
Week 33 of Swan Song. Don't go anywhere. We'll figure out what happens right after this when we come back. Unless you're on YouTube, we'll see you tomorrow. Get fucked.
You're perk.